You can't start the, like, startup logos in this game, oddly. Anyway. Like... At least I haven't figured out the controls for how to. And I don't remember if there's a time limit, like you have to get this done in 30 days or it resets or not. Okay, so last time we confirmed that just turning on a boiler doesn't just get you into the antechamber. Also, turning on a boiler and putting it right next to the antechamber and directing the power into the antechamber does not open the antechamber. We still don't know if taking a boiler, directing the power into a laboratory, turning the machine in a laboratory such that the blue energy bar gets all the way up to the top, opens the antechamber or not. Because when I did that, I didn't happen to have the antechamber accessible. I only managed to make it to rank 7. And then we don't know if getting into the you can get into the antechamber if you make all 3 doors to it accessible. We haven't done that yet. We can also like make use of some of this even if I don't make it into the antechamber eventually, just by placing types of rooms I haven't placed before so that we can unlock new room types. So let's put it in a hallway. Just push forward. So we have the gym. Do we have anything else besides the gym? Sometimes there's other things in the, whatever you called this gym, I already forgot. Oh, darn. Oh, it's called the Den, okay. Oh, darn. Nothing lying around in the hallway. Sometimes there's items here, no items here. Okay. Okay, no unpicked up items. Let's see here. We don't have a utility closet. We aren't far in there that much. Again, I'm going to try to see if I can put suiting the security level on high. Offline mode to unlock. There's no disadvantage to doing that. Security level to high may help if I put a utility closet. May help me not have to use mechanical keys as often because there will be electronic keys. Oops, I wasted steps. Oops, 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 phooey. Okay. This is downwards. It's back to rank 1. Yeah, this is a good place to put a dark room. Let's put something. Great, I put a closet. At least I get items. Particularly a key. Oopsies. Well, that's what happens when you put a dark room, is you can't tell what you're making, so you make a closet instead of a utility closet. Okay. Since we're here to not waste steps, let's actually build off onto the east wing. I would put a courtyard. The problem is I don't have any gems. Okay, I'll put the bedroom because we'll go back. We'll have to go back through here. So, okay, sometimes the bedroom there's items. In this case, there are. Okay. Shucks, I had to put a chapel, or I cut myself off. So I'm going to put the chapel. Really, really bad room RNG. Okay, pantry. If I pass that breaker box too many times, will I lose the opportunity to put a breaker box? Okay. Shucks, I'm gonna cut myself off. Okay. What's going on here? Gems are in a box, the true statement. The statement on the blue box is true. 2 of these statements are true. Okay. So, yeah, so I think I remember this one. So if it's in the blue box, then this would be false. Then you get a contradiction, right? Because you get like a paradox. Because it requires blue to be true. If blue is true, then all 3 would be true, right? So it's wrong because all 3 are true, but also it's a paradox. If it's in the white box, then things get weird. So it's the same as if it's in the white box. We'll just go through the statements. So let's say that this is true. The statement, the gems are in a box with the truth. Nope, that was too complicated. Okay. We'll start with the white one. So let's say the statement on the blue box is true. Okay. Then it would be true that 2 of these statements are true. So that's that one and that one, right? So that would mean that this statement is false. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Okay? So this would be false. Because all 3 can't be true, right? And so that would mean that the gems are in the black box and everything is fine. So let's say, go the other way. Let's say the statement on the blue box is false. So this is false. That means this is also false. That would be okay, because then 2 are false, so only one of them is true, right? And so this is also false, and this is false. So everything would be fine, right? And the gyms are in a box with a true statement would have to be true because all three of them can't be false. The black box is a box with a true statement on it. And so the gyms would be in the black box. So either way you slice it, the gyms are in the black box. There's like two solutions, but both of them have the gyms being in the black box. Kind of interesting. It's an interesting one. Okay, this would be a dead end or it should go through. That sucks. Okay, let's put the nook so I can get the key. I did not pick a coat check, so I did not get my sledgehammer. So let's open this in hopes that it has more keys. If it doesn't, I am in trouble. Well, it replenished my key. I could wait till I get a sledgehammer, but then I have to use steps to walk all the way back here. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, there are 5 coins I did not collect. Okay, that's really significant. Is there anything in the black room here? Ah, there they are. Okay. So that's really useful if I get a laundry room, because then I can turn that into 7 keys. I don't want to put any of this, so let's put the commissary. Those 2 rooms are really bad. Unfortunately, I have to spend a gem, though. Okay, I don't think I really want to buy anything. I don't know what salt shakers do. You know, what does a salt shaker even do? Okay. Yeah, I can put a courtyard. Okay. No shovel in this courtyard. I could buy a shovel to do the dig. Anyway, so I haven't managed to deactivate this yet. Yeah. So let's go this way and hope we can put a utility closet. Spawn now, please. Yes! Her ladyship's chamber. Next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. Next time you enter a walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. Well, that's kind of useful, but I want to put a breaker box here. And I want to turn the electronic keycard system off. I don't know what these do, but I'm going to activate them all just in case. I'm going to turn the gym off, turn the dark room, leave the dark room off, turn the garage on. I turn it on. I never turned it on. Let's see what turning it on does. Okay, that allows me to exit this way. Okay, these are all strict cutoffs with the exception of the patio. Well, let's put the patio then. Does doing that put a gym in here? Yes, it does. Okay. I realize putting this though as opposed to... I should have put the garage. Oh well. I turned the gym off, didn't I? Okay. Okay, I'm in deep trouble because I'm about to have, like, only one possible way to go forward. This is a problem. I need steps, so I need to put, like, a bedroom somewhere. Well, I better put the drawing room because that gives me more options. That gives me more doors. Okay, let me into the foundation, please. I don't have enough gyms for the passage, so I'm going to put the storeroom, and it's my loss, I guess. Running out of steps is a big problem. I need steps. I can only have one way forward here. To put a dining room or something. Let's put this. Yes, we're going to need to put the dining room because we're going to need steps. Okay, now we're about to unlock it here. Rank gate, here we come. The antechamber lever is in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives. So just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Okay, so that's important. So you need the west and east levers. I don't know what those are, but we need them. Okay, that gives me a hint. So if I take my notes, which are buried somewhere, say, need west and east levers. To add to the weirdness, west is sort of script, and then east is all caps. I don't know if that's going to matter, but that's something about the way the hint is written. Okay, now we got a coupon book. Saves, okay. Everything is 1 coin less. If I get a laundry room, great. Floor plan upgrade disk, insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of the floor plans. Okay. So that can allow us to solve things. Now this will make it hard to get into the antechamber from the... Whoa, let's make access to the antechamber here. Oh, it's locked. I need a key. I'm gonna need these steps, so I'll eat this fish. It's like, hold off, maybe you'll have an aquarium. I'm so low on steps, I need it. Like... Okay, we want to turn right. That's the only way we can get to the right side of the antechamber. Or to the left side. Turn right to get to the left side. The billiard room is the only one that does this. Hopefully there are keys behind the puzzle. 13. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 16 minus 10 is 6. Times 5 is 30. Divided by 10 is also 3. 12 plus 1 is 13. Minus 10 is 3. Times 3 is 9. Divided by 3 is 3. And there are keys. Great. I have to find something that goes forward. Of course it's going to be locked for me. Great. The only thing that goes forward is the veranda, and you don't have the gyms for it. So I'm going to have to cut myself off. I'm going to have to put a guest bedroom, unfortunately. See if there are items in here. Car keys. Do I need gyms to make a garage, though? I don't have any gyms left. Okay. Let's go back to the office. And use my key. Great, I have to put a coat check. I have no other choice. But I'm not going to check out anything. So what you would do here is you would go to a terminal. So there's one in security and there's one in there's one in, if you can make one, in a laboratory. And then you upgrade a room. E. None of these help me. Because I don't even have, like, a problem. It's like there isn't any place I could go if I have a key. My floor plan's completely sealed off. So all I could really do there was make it so that there was an extra hallway in tomorrow's draft pool, and then I have to quit. Okay. And I like to check these things, but I can only check one thing at a time. Such a like, this time I got a whole bunch of money, right? I got like 18, but I still didn't spawn out. They didn't give me a laundry room to make, so I couldn't use that money to make like 8 keys. Oh well. If I had that, then I could do all kinds of stuff. Hey, so we got a hint, finally. We got a hint that there's 2 levers. An east lever and a west lever. Don't know what they are, but... Don't know where to find them, but one's east and one's west. I would think that at some point, sometimes, stuff could end up lying around in there. Sometimes there's extra items, so let's check all of the desks, tables, things. Okay. And I prefer to go east than to go west, because east doors are less likely to be locked. And my foundation's over there. It adds an extra okay, coupon book. It adds an extra room I can go through to add distance. Okay, now we have security. We can now make it. One broken lever. Okay, we define that, but we'll go back in here. Keycard system. Turn it to high. Confirm my setting. Change the offline line mode to unlocked. Confirm setting. Back. Exit. Where is that broken lever? Is it here in security? Yes, I am going to waste steps trying to find this thing. In the den. In the spare room. In the entrance hall. Not seeing any broken levers out here. It's a weird mountain. Where is the lever? It's weird. Really weird. Okay, well, I don't know what to do about it, but apparently there's a broken lever. Oh. There it is, okay. Could prove to be useful. Okay, I went all that searching just to find that. Great. Oh. Can't make this. So it's going to cut off everything. Is there items? No. Wasn't even items in there. Turn the keycard security up and it still's locking me out. Great. There's one key. Using the bedroom in this case doesn't make any sense. I'll just get like... use one step to go in, one step to come out, and gain 2 steps. It's net neutral. Okay. The other 2 boxes are empty. The other 2 boxes are blue. The other 2 boxes are true. Okay, so this is false. This just is false, right? So then this is also false. Right, so this has to be true then. Which means it has to be correct. It has to be the one with the gems. That was an easy one. Okay. Yes, we definitely want to put this. Yes, we can't interact with it because it does not have power. Okay, give me something. I can reroll if I want to. I think I want to put a chapel, actually. Yep, okay. Don't go in there, so I don't want the chapel tax. Except I probably do want the chapel tax. Can't get onto the left side here. Now, I don't know what to do from here, but... let's put a gem, I guess. We unlock 2 sides. Unfortunately, that's not going to be very useful. Okay, safe code is 9083, but that's the that's the code in the office, isn't it? I already knew that. I had an office, but I didn't open the safe. That's dumb. Let's see if I can put an office. Well, I could claim... yeah. Okay, so now we have doors going into the antechamber that are exposed, right? So now I need to worry about trying to... open the said doors. I don't know how to go about that, necessarily. I have a broken lever. This is weird. Okay. Oh, I don't have any more keys. Oh, then I'm done. The day's over. Then I can't do anything then. No, I can go off the foundation. Never mind. It's a lot of steps. Why did I really literally go there when I didn't have any keys? I don't know, I'm brain farting. Brain fart is real. Yeah, I want to like place something like a, you know, that gives me more clues, like an office or something. Yeah, okay, can I do something here? Nope, that's also locked. Okay then. Question, of course, arises, is there anywhere in the grounds I could actually use the sledgehammer? Okay, put the hallway. The din, but it's rotated differently. It looks like the din doesn't always necessarily spawn in the same orientation. Interesting. Someone watching this be like, you're just now figuring that out? Yeah, 'cause sometimes it's like a T, like to you. Okay, parlor. Which we find a coin purse. Okay. Blue is true. Black is true. The gems are in the true box. Yeah, by symmetry it has to be the white one. Oh, why is the security have to be rotated that way? Okay, put the chapel. And now I know rightward T's and leftward T's are meaningless because the T's can spawn multiple different ways. Okay, let's see if we can put something like useless back here. I don't want to do a gym because I don't want to make me lose steps. The closet's not the most useful thing, so let's do this. Like items lying around here. Okay. There we go, put security. Did I miss anything? Nope, I didn't. Okay. Okay. That's a tough decision. This, I want to put a storeroom. Like, are we gonna waste steps backtracking if I put a storeroom as opposed to a nook? The thing is that saves the nook for later. Like, if I get these in-cap ones used up, I'm less likely to end up in trouble with them later. Hate to waste the corridor. I just don't want to put an observatory because I don't like the observatory. It doesn't do anything useful to me. Really. Okay, give me a key. Go, why didn't you put a drawing room? I wanted to be so I can regenerate steps here. Okay, we're gonna box that place in, though. I kind of didn't think that through. Sometimes there's items. Shucks. Phooey. At least I got a key. That was not good. Okay, let's put like some sort of useless end cap here. Or useful end cap. Coat check, okay. Should I grab my sledgehammer? Or should I leave it? You know what, I'm going to satisfy my curiosity. I'm going to figure out if the sledgehammer is useful in the grounds in any sort of way. Okay, now have it in my inventory. Okay, use sledgehammer is not an option given to me. Can I use it here? No. Okay then. Strange. go forward from the one place I can go forward from. It forces me to use a dark room because great. Do I have a utility closet? No, I don't. So I just make a whole bunch of keycard locks that I can't undo. Great. This is not good. Well, let's put this. I don't know what it is. I hope it has a lot of doors. No, it's a stinking garage. And I have no car keys, so I cannot get into the car, whatever that does. Oh, did I turn the power off or something? Oh, you turn the garage on. Okay. The problem is that I cut myself off because I don't have a utility closet by which I can open this. Oh, you can put that to connect the dark room to a boiler room. But you can then connect to a... Interesting. You can also connect the garage to a boiler room. Okay, well, those are good things to know, but unfortunately I have to call it a day because I can't do anything. Okay, so... Connect garage to boiler might get me somewhere, right? Connecting the dark room to boiler might allow me to multiplex the boiler. Okay. Yeah, if I can go outside via the garage door, I might get the secret garden or something. Which then I can only get into if I have secret garden keys. This is getting all complicated, isn't it? I just want to check if there are items here. I forgot to check the chapel. I'm going to waste a step to check the chapel. Because it has spawn points for items, and okay. Actually, to avoid having to go... Well, I'll just keep going. It's decided to, like, try to exhaust the chapel, but... frustrating. I'm just gonna lose that. I should have just left it there. But then I'd have to lose it if I came back to get it anyway. Okay. Seriously? items in the hallway. Corridor. Oh, I forgot to check my sledgehammer in the coat check when I finished, didn't I? I unchecked it and they just kind of left it. Shucks! So much brain farting happening today. I'm just gonna leave it on medium. Not gonna do what did me in last time. Oh, great. Well, I can't put a garage. I don't have the gyms. Also give me gyms, and then it will cut everything off, basically. I'm doing this for the gyms. Okay, let's say that is true. That is also true. If that has to be, if this has to be false or not all true, then they have to be in here. Yeah, I can make this true, true, false. Now that I have the keycards off, keycard door is off, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to the keycard system. The security level will be now set to high. So now we get a lot of them. Shucks. Shucks. Not looking good. These rolls are bad. Fine, although I'd rather put this. Let's go into the cutoff section so we can put some stuff to give me items. Sure. Use a bunch of gems. Oh, we got a sledgehammer, okay. Cool. We don't have a shovel. Okay. Okay, sometimes there's items in one of these. There's no items in this one. Fine, we'll put a library. You can go up top for stats. I don't really care right now. Give me some items. Okay, none of those items were keys. And that is a problem. If I hit a single locked door, I am in trouble. At least I'm on the east side. And that's how it ends, folks. You're right there. Well, never mind. There's a chance I can get keys. I see it. There, I can go back to that hallway and spawn rooms, right? Okay, a pantry won't help me. It doesn't have any keys in it. The guest bedroom could have keys in it by chance, by like randomly, but it's very rare. So I'll put a commissary. I can't use it because I don't have any money, so I'm just going to leave it. With a chain with a puzzle piece on it. Without crowbar. With prayer, without crowbar. What's for sale? Gems, a magnifying glass, shovel, and a set of gems. Okay. Okay, give me items, please. Well, it might have a key in it, I don't know. Nope, it doesn't have a key. It has this and a gem. Meaning I really am stuck. Okay. Well, I got a lot of items and no use for any of them. Let's see what kind of rooms I've got. I add so many hallways to my draft pools. Yeah. It's going to be all hallways. Great. 22 minus 12 is 10, minus 7 is 3, times 6 is 18. Okay, 17 minus 15 is 2, times 20 is 40, divided by 10 is 4. Okay, 5 11 is 16, times 2 is 32, divided by 4 is 8. Okay, I got a key. It's not really that much better than any other key. It's something. No other items laying around? Yes, there are items laying around. There's a coin. Okay, finally got an item. Great. Oh, I don't want to do the freezer right now, that's for sure. Don't I have a code for the freezer? It's like 205 or something. Yeah, I found something for the freezer. Test 205 at a pressure of 93 kilopascals in the freezer. It'll give me a hint if I do that. Oh, I've cut off things. Okay, great. I've made it so there's only like 2 ways to progress, really. From here, or all the way back to the entrance hall and go west. Are you serious right now? Courtyard. Oh, didn't we give me gems? Oh, great. There's nothing here. Okay. Don't have enough gems for the kitchen. kitchen I could get into the foundation. Oh well. A conference room it is. I want the gym, so I'm putting a den. And whatever item, sometimes the den spawns other things. This time, though, it appears there's only that one gym. Oh, there's also this. I don't have a sledgehammer anymore. Great. Great. All these are bad, so I'll put a breaker box. Otherwise, it would just turn me right into the hallway, which would help me like use less steps getting back through. But I'll put a breaker box. Turn off the keycard system. Should be bad if I actually get a keycard. Turn the gym off. Turn the dark room. I'll leave the dark room on. Turn the garage on. Okay, let's see if we can go into this, put some good items in this dead end. Yes. Now I just need a laundry room. No, get those. We just get left turns. Okay, well, I'll take the one with the key in it. Yeah, reroll. I don't have anything to coat check in the coat check, so I'll put a parlor. Get gyms out of it, I guess. Say this is true, and say that is true. Then this would have to be false. But then that doesn't tell us... Okay. Yes, it does. Good. Running out of steps. Need to put a guest bedroom soon. Foundation's now open. Oops. Ah, shucks. No items in here, is there? Okay. We have not ran out of doors. We technically have more doors we can work off of, like ones from the dining room. I'm really low on steps, but if I can make it to the dining room, and I won't count because I don't want to know, I can get it because I got a far enough rank that it will spawn the dinner. You didn't finish your pizza. And you also didn't eat some of the crusts. What's wrong with this person? Okay. Technically there was another door, but it wasn't any use to me, actually, because it happened to be locked by chance. Just give me a laundry room. Okay, then. R. Okay, page 6 says R. True. 7 says true. So R. True. Now they're in the workshop. There is another page. And I don't know if I wrote down what it said. Two remain for one last dance and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn, a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Okay. But anyway, 6 and 7 are true. Whatever that means. If we can get a workshop again, we can help try to complete that puzzle. Okay. But more door doesn't do anything generally unless you have something else you've made that upgrades it. Can get 10 steps for 8. Banana for 2. I won't get that laundry room anyway. I'm gonna see if I can get this new room. Okay, no items in here. I hate this. Oh yay, okay. That lets me continue. So I can direct power into the dark room, in theory. I wonder what that, if that does anything just in and of itself, or it just is like a multiplexer. Yeah, I sent power into the dark room. It hasn't really done anything because the dark room is only connected to where there's 3 doors and power doesn't do anything in the chapel. Okay. What's this do? Deposit box key. It says 233 on it. Age 73 after a prolonged start with the heart condition that kept for the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society. He was a source for endless fascination. The reading of his will precipitated a furious speculation for his niece. Niece? Oh. Huh. So the niece wrote, "The Red Prince, Swim Bird," which we read, and a new clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. was unknown. Marigold's own son, Simon Jones, at 14 summers. However, was an inheritance accompanied by an undisclosed contextual condition. Okay. We don't have any car keys, right? We don't have anywhere to power the garage. I did draft a utility closet, though. I could have turned it on. Interesting. Locked. I should have put a garage. Yeah, because I'm faced with 4 locked doors. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locked doors, and no keys. Okay then. The vault key unlocks box 233. Okay. Unfortunate set of spawns right away. Okay, there's no extra items, right? No items lying around in here. Okay, no extra items. I don't see any items. Oops. Okay, look for items. Oh. Shucks. Is there any items laying around? Oh, there's a safe. Let's see. What should we try here? I think the code we have is for the safe in the office, not the safe in the study. What is it, 9083? Nope. And then 205 we use for the freezer, right? Okay, so we have a list of unused pairings. I don't know what this will mean, but glove, love, sting, sing, crowd, crow, groan, gown, snack, sack. The different letters spell out G, T, D, R, N, which means nothing. They're all consonants, so that can't even be a word. G.T. Dern. 44 letters in the message. And then F is at the bottom, right? So unused pairings. Each of the things on the left are 5-letter words. Each of the things on the right are 4-letter words. And then F is in the middle. And the antechamber is not included. Odd. What's this Pangea stuff? I mean, it's not like, it's already kind of broken up, but it's like this primordial continent pattern. Hispaniola. Okay. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Hopefully I have no idea, honestly I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. So there's 2 pieces of artwork in each room. This one has a clock and a key thing. Okay, but they didn't get it in all of them, I don't think. This is weird. Okay. So chapel has 2 statues in it. No, 4. Are there any pieces of art? Not of the same flavor as that I found. There's art here. 2 pieces of art here. Interesting. Interesting. Always aren't very useful when they turn the wrong way. Okay, let's put the dead ends with stuff in them here. Let's put the office. For once. Okay, I don't have my sledgehammer. See if there are clues in here. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. Okay, we already read this, right? So make sure the west and east levers are operational. We have not placed the greenhouse, I don't think. Now, is there a safe in here? There's a drawer. I see. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count. So March of the Count is black. Okay. Flight of the Queen. Fall of the Lord. Passing of the Barons. Herrings of the Major. The Count. I don't see how this could have a solution, but I guess this is a hint for something. I had a little trouble reading the Barnes writing, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Or hearings of the Major. Interesting. But the ERARR does not matter. Okay. What's with the finger art? Doesn't seem to be 2 pieces of art in here unless these busts count. Yeah, let's put in the code. 9083. Enter. What? I guess this is the wrong code. Because this is a study, and no, this is the office. No, what? I am so confused. It should work. Man. What happens if I turn this? Can this be turned the other way? No, once it's turned, okay. Wait, did I miss when I was in the utility closet, I have to walk steps going back in here. I forgot to turn the keycard system off. I still don't know what these do. Do not see any items. No! Well, I'll get my key. I'll try to make my way back to security. Hope I can put a dining room or something. Yes. It's probably going to save my bacon later. No items in here. Oh, it takes 2 to make a foyer. Oh, shucks. Well, give me my gems. Is there anything special about 708? Oh, 713. 713. I don't know. There might be a hint for something. Shucks. Oh. Wait a second. Yeah, I want to do it from security. Yeah, sure. I'll put the weight room in. Because I'm so low, it's a good time to do it, and then I can go and replenish over here. It doesn't hit me again, right? No, it's just a regular room afterwards. Okay. Sweet. Oh, the weight room you can pass power around. Okay, that's important. So I can put power into the foundation through the weight room. Okay. Can I put a power station here? No, because it's locked. Can I put one here? That way I only put a pool merely. I don't have any items, right? No items at all. This doesn't give me a key, unfortunately. It just gives me gems. Blue is true. One of the other two is false. You will open this box and find it empty. What? Like... One of the other two is false. Okay, false. True. Yeah, that works. That's funny. You will open this box and find it empty. Okay, could you give me a room with a key in it? Give me like a storeroom or something. Well, how much for a key? Did it give me all my coins? A lockpick kit? That'd solve all my problems. Unfortunately, I need one more coin. Let's go back to the pool. Figure out how to put a bedroom so bad. Fortunately, bedrooms tend to be dead ends. There isn't any money laying around in the pool, is there? The guest room is a dead end, that's the problem. Okay, what is this? History of Orienda. Yeah. Oh, so it's been by Caleb Manning and it's been censored. Okay. Blank is a name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters. Blank is no longer blank blank, known to the average citizen of the eligible generation. Blank must permit our leaders to join us to abandon our past. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Jera, by the ascension of the first king, blank, whose name Orwis would later grace the burning township in which he was crowned. What's censored? Gilgamesh? Anyway, Orwis was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from the ledgers that Orus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Orus, and by the end of the 1st century, all this stuff had happened, and a new kingdom was born. It was the fourth king blank who split the vast dominion into 3 shares, 3 realms of his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather. To the middle province, the heart spring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift blank. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the Arch Aries. Okay, write that down. Arch Arius, the land of the northern storms, north. A wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And the middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Raja, a land steeped in tradition, okay? As the second era drew to a close, the 3 foreign sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, fueled by their respective sibling monarchs, have blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their land and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite these differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued the tradition, and the 3rd era was defined by a bunch of stuff. Commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of prosperous and bright future. Oh. Okay, here's the important part. Baron Sinclair. Thank you for so much for cooperation with the department of this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter, the book you lent us. Though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Oriendia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Red Guard. Okay, so Bon Margle is Red Guard. I can't even read what's under this part. The 4th era, the kingdom blank entered the 4th era. A different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Deciletes III was a something king who often was seen blank, drinking blank. A sight which shocked not only the... Notice how drinking for some reason is not censored. So he drank water. He drank something. A sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but the masses as well. Oh. Desolates were renowned as the king of blank. No one knew when the decision to move castle and court behind. The people are overjoyed by this choice, and for those that view the king's conduct as unbecoming as common folk. These blank voices planted the seed blank which took root in grand city of Finn. Era of ruin. After the king Deciletes III, the 4th era came to interrupt in. Thankfully the king died and all this stuff. The very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Learson of Finn declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a something number of supporters due to the fact that Deciletes IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of a civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and play out the Finsurrection. However, instead of restoring order, that ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fynn, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of innocence echoed through the city streets stained in red. The pacification of Fynn. The brutality of the pacification of Fynn did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Arius and Nuance to join their cause. Nuance. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried one in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Ulrus had fallen, and with it, the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners that hoisted in honor of the fallen Finn. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear for their lives to the south, forever exiled. 6. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3 Finn Arius, Arch Arius, and Eraja once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that spans across our realm serves as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. Stuff. For this, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and our children. Interesting. Okay, this allows us to buy a key, I think, but only one. Okay. So 8 is the one that had message. Our true message. Okay. But just our true message doesn't make any sense. T. Did I already put a dining room? Yes, I did. Did I already eat it? I don't know. Locked. If I had one more coin, just one singular more coin, I could have, like, got the lockpick hit. If any of these runs, I get the lockpick hit, oh boy. I'm so, like, horribly low on steps. Yes. And with that, I end. Now I have the extra 20 steps. Sizable manner of tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Yeah, put the bedroom there. Lack of items in it is disturbing. Oh great, why does everything have to turn left now? Hallway. Nook. Can't wait till I get a sledgehammer before I mess with that. Actually, to help with the decision making in the future, I'm going to deal with the closed off area first. So things that go straight, things that go right, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, no other items, just a gym. Okay, no items. Cool. Gyms are in the black box, gyms are in the white box. Only one box displays a true statement. Okay, this is a hard one. So let's say they're in the blue one, right? And this would be false. This would be false. And this would be true. Right? That would be fine. Okay. Cool. First one I tried was correct. I don't have any coins, so let's put a chapel. Yeah, sure. No items in my chapel, though, unfortunately. Close off a room there, but it gives me another chance. Yes. That's where I put the corridor. Okay, I'll do this because it gets me into the foundation. Oh, because I got this in the library, it's now here. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. Now I can put the cloister. I do not have a shovel, unfortunately. Okay, this door's the one I want to turn right, correct? Okay, it's locked. Fine. This door here, I want to turn left, correct? But it's locked, fine. This door here, I want to put something cool. Is it going to be locked? No. Oh, we need gems for that? Okay, let's put a dark room then. Locked. Okay, it's just gonna hit me with keys. Hit me with locked doors just all over here. Okay. Okay. Shucks. You suck, game. Okay. That was awful. No, I can't put a gym. That would be terrible. Should have gone through the bedroom. I messed up by dipping in and dipping out. Oh well. Still have a sledgehammer. I didn't actually try going from the foundation down, did I? I think I forgot to do that. I mean, theoretically, I could get in there if it were locked, right? So, like, if I actually had a key, it's kind of the idea there. Although, you could argue it would have been better if I would have put a... Oh no, am I going to be cut off here? Yes, I'm cut off. I'm done. I'm done. Man. Oh, there's some... That one little piece of hope. Don't think I have enough coins to buy a sledgehammer. Oh, this is so bad. That doesn't help me. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, then, that's it. Those 20 extra steps got wasted because I got hit everywhere with keyholes. With keys and just bad RNG. Great. Well, that was 2 hours. I'll try again later. Got a few new rooms, got a few new hints. No real way to figure out how to apply those hints. Our true message, whatever that means. Not our, our.